Mael talking about how much worse. How fitting.
Auroville, 2022. Months ago, events related to the forcible implementation of the master plan.
Yes, as opposed to decades of planned non-execution of the agreed-upon master plan. Good start.
Had created a divide. Months during which the situation has continued to escalate further.
Ah yes. Months in which you did nothing except sit in silence and ate pizza.
Months of unlawful actions.
You mean planned protests? Stealing government equipments? Fake news? Holding elections despite court order to update ROR?
Of provocations from all sides. Of growing intensity.
Yes. Sticking cockroach stickers on people you don't agree with. Publishing list of these names as most unwanted and hazardous waste. All acts of divinity dancing inside you.
I still hear community members sharing that they are for the road.
I still hear community members claiming Auroville is a forest, in court nonetheless.
I still hear community members calling others anti-city.
Kiddo, you don't hear community members calling others Oro culty. Sludge? Fanatics?
I still hear community members wielding Mother's Dream as a weapon.
I still hear community members wielding environmentalism as a weapon.
And I am truly shocked.
Really? You seem to have no self-awareness, it seems.
How many steps further will this need to take for people to understand that the debate is no longer about forest, city, or geometry?
Ooh, interesting. What is the debate about then?
What Auroville is now facing
Never mind then.
is the takeover of its institutions,
its history,
its funds and assets,
its diversities,
its freedom of thought,
and more importantly, its very soul.
How? Can you explain, please?
and raison d'être.
Auroville's experimental
Never mind then.
endeavors are endangered. Its multicultural and international aspects are severely undermined.
That sounds bad, dude. Will you show any evidence? Anything to support your fear-mongering?
And attempts to create a new dogma have never been so strong.
There are
Never mind then.
already signs of a plan for a tourism-based Auroville.
Signs, you say? Why don't you show us? Ever heard show? Don't tell.
Spiritual Disneyland, which would value numbers over the essence.
Can't wait to see your irrefutable evidence for such big words.
And show off achievements over real steps of inner progress.
Just shut me up already. Show one piece of evidence to your rambling.
This is nowhere
Never mind then.
close to the Auroville I was raised in.
Thank God for that. I hear people got murdered in the Auroville you were raised in.
Nor to the Auroville I signed up for.
What was the Auroville you signed up for? Eco Village? Forestry? Pizza party? You should always read fine print before you sign up, my dude.
I stand for an Auroville.
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 Stop standing around. Do something for the love of Teletubbies.
I stand for an Auroville that is given the freedom to grow and to experiment.
Even if this may include trials and errors along the way.
Sure, experiment to enhance consciousness, not overdose on drugs and do illegal activities.
I stand for an Auroville which is based on a gift economy
And a true sharing of resources.
Tell that to all the communities who fence their areas and are more territorial than a pack of village dogs.
I stand for an Auroville that looks at the quality
And integrity of its residents.
Rather than their quantity.
Yes, the supreme quality of individuals and their behavior we have all seen in the last months.
I stand for an Auroville that is an international township.
Township. That's right. Right now, you can't even qualify as an Indian village.
That rises beyond nations, creed,
and religion.
It should. Right now it stands for my house, and my forest, and my idea of Auroville.
I stand for an Auroville where all residents can express themselves freely and respectfully.
Except for those who don't agree with me. Then I'll abuse them and call them fascists. Jesus wept.
And where the diversity of our voices
Is being valued and celebrated.
This is a comedy show, right?
I stand for an Auroville that honors life in all its forms.
Except humans. We don't like them much. Bad experience.
That acknowledges the divine beauty in all that is.
and bows before it.
Awesome. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. let's bow to JCB as an instrument of construction.
I stand for an Auroville
that has its own culture.
Yes, the culture of bullying those who you don't agree with and justifying it as they deserved it. I have seen more culture in a petri dish.
A culture of weaving multiplicity
into a living embodiment
of human unity.
Human unity doesn't mean everybody nodding their heads together, supreme beings. It means working together despite of our intellectual differences.
Fanaticism has no place in the Auroville I stand for.
Then you should immediately sit down because you are part of these fanatics. Oh wait, you are already sitting.
For it is an Auroville dedicated to the evolution of consciousness,
in which flexibility is revered as a core component of the change that we are here to serve.
Since when is flexibility a core component? Show me one piece of writing by its founders about flexibility. The only flexibility you know is changing the narrative to serve your individual needs. It's a forest. It's about following community process. It's an archaeological site.
Intolerance has no place in the Auroville I cherish.
For it is an Auroville of brotherhood, of mutual respect, and of true nobility.
Your lack of self-awareness at this point has me very worried. Don't talk about nobility when you lack basic civility.
The issue at stake in Auroville has everything to do with Auroville's core purpose and values, with a confusion between spirituality and action, as opposed to religious fanaticism.
How much worse, is the right question. We hope not that much. Although the timing and content of this video screams otherwise. Let's enjoy some cute moments now. As we are beings of peace and laughter and joy, even when camera is off.
Il respire dans le micro.
This is nowhere.
Sorry. My bad.
Where's the microphone? It dropped.
Oh.
I stand for...
Oh,
I loved it.
One more time.
Auroville, 2022. Months ago,